What's up guys, I'm TotalFC7 and welcome to the big transfer video where I will talk about all the big transfers that could happen in the coming weeks and months, mainly in the Premier League. So it looks like Roberto Firmino is going to Manchester United. There are heavy talks of that happening, but also Liverpool are interested in him. And to be honest, in my opinion, if Man United are interested in the same player as Liverpool, there is really very little chance of the player going to Liverpool, because at the moment Man United are in the Champions League, they have more money than Liverpool, so it's more attractive for foreign players. And I'm not sure about Firmino. I checked out his stats. He scored 22 goals the season before last season, but last season he only scored like 10 goals if I remember correctly. And for 22 million, you want more than that. You want more than 10 goals. And he plays in a mid-table team in Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga. So he only had one really outstanding season so far. So at the moment I'm a little bit undecided, not sure about him. He missed an open goal in the Copa America. I'm watching it and he's playing up front for Brazil. But you know, you can't judge a player on that. And also Nicolas Otamendi, it looks like the defender is on his way to Manchester United, who are also interested in Rafael Varane. Louis van Gaal wants to spend close to £150 million. And guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about your club? Who should your favorite club buy in the summer transfer window? Whoever that club might be, I want to hear it. Let me know in the comments below. Let's have a transfer discussion. Because there are so many interesting transfers possibly happening in this transfer window. Also, Petr Cech is very heavily linked with Arsenal, and I think he would be the player that Arsenal really desperately need. They failed to replace David Seaman for a long time, and then finally they got Jens Lehmann, if I remember correctly, when they went unbeaten in the Premier League. But that was like 10 years ago. And since then, they didn't really have a world-class goalkeeper. And Petr Cech is world-class. So if he goes to Arsenal, Arsenal could be in some serious business next season. And also Arsenal are looking to buy William Carvalho, the Sporting Lisbon midfielder, for 28.5 million. But they might need to bid close to 35 million if you want to trigger his release clause. But that's I think a very good player, and exactly a type of player that Arsenal need as well. So if Arsenal sign a really good centre midfielder, if they sign Petr Cech and also maybe a Lacazette or a big striker, then Arsenal could be title contenders next season for the first time in many years. And also, thankfully, Fabio Borini is likely to leave Liverpool. I want him and Lambert sold, and possibly Balotelli sold as well, if we can get in a big name striker. Also, it looks like Pogba might not leave Juventus this summer, although he's heavily linked with Manchester City and Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. The Juventus manager said that they don't need to sell Pogba. So that's very interesting. Also, West Ham are trying to convince Alex Song to stay at West Ham. You know, he was on loan. And oh, very interesting from the Daily Mail. Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Adrian Rubio has handed in a transfer request via his mom. What is that all about? Wow, I need to read up on that story in more detail. That is very surprising, and he's a very good player, good talent, so I would welcome him at Liverpool, but I'm not sure we are interested in him. And also, Tottenham are eyeing an ambitious move for Geoffrey Kondogbia, and he is the one player that I would love us to sign. He's a beast of a centre midfielder. He bossed the midfield when Monaco won at the Emirates against Arsenal. And overall he is a very good player, but also Arsenal are interested in him, so it would be very difficult to get him. And I have a problem with Brendan Rodgers not trying to get a centre defensive midfielder for like 3 seasons. We have only had really Lucas, who is an out-and-out centre defensive midfielder, nobody else. Emre Can can play there, but that's not his best position, to be honest. So we will see what happens in this regard. And also, wow, very interesting. Manchester City are going in this summer. They are preparing a £40 million bid for Jack Wilshere. As you know, Manchester City are lacking English players, and they are desperate to sign Raheem Sterling. I think they will come back to Liverpool to bid for like 45 or 50 million. And also, Southampton still want 15 million for Nathan Clyne, and I think we should pay that. He's a very good player. He only has, I think, 1 year left on his contract, so it might be a little bit too much money for him, but we desperately need a really good right back, and Nathan Clyne is exactly that. So we will see what happens, but at the moment these are the best transfer moves. Also, Chelsea are considering a move for Zenit midfielder Axel Witsel, and I have been a big admirer of him for many years. I think I want Liverpool to sign him for like two and a half seasons. That's like 5 transfer windows in a row where I said that Liverpool should go for Axel Witsel, because he's a big talent. He's like 25-26 years old, so he's just coming into his prime as a midfielder, and he's an absolute beast. Centre midfielder, exactly what Liverpool need, but it looks like Chelsea will sign him, and that would be a great piece of business for them. And also Paris Saint-Germain have made a 28.5 million bid for Griezmann, who was linked with Chelsea earlier as well, but he would be a great signing for Paris Saint-Germain. He's the next big talent. So let me know what do you think about these transfer rumors and news in the comments below, and leave a like if you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.